the whole thing. And there is one time where you can see both the trophies also served.
Okay.
For which these children are going to contest. And at 10:55 we are starting. So in 1 minute we will go live and start with the program.
Good luck to all. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
And yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Grace, you may start with us.
Okay. Wish you all a very pleasant morning. Mornings are God's way of saying, live life, make a difference, touch one's heart, encourage one's mind, and inspire one's soul. On behalf of secondary section of Boys Town Public School, I, Ms. Grace Pargate, along with my colleague, Ms. Mehek Sheikh, and our team, welcome you all to this prestigious Biputli English Elocution competition of senior group for the year 2020-21. We extend a warm welcome to our esteemed judges, Dr. Saroj Upas, who is presently working as a Vice Principal in Gokhale Education Society, Nasik. Madam is also a member of Maharashtra Marathi Sahitya Parishad and also a member of research committees and research editorial board. Madam has also worked in Kokila Ben Dhirubhai Ambani Nursing College as a principal for 8 years. Welcome, ma'am.
Welcome, madam. Thank you.
Ms. Kavita Kolar, who is a government certified auditor and tax consultant.
Hello.
Madam is successfully running her engineering classes in Nasik from last 10 years. Apart from teaching, her hobbies include gardening and cooking. Welcome, ma'am.
Welcome.
Rohit Trivedi, who is a poet and writer of the book titled Fractured Reality. Sir has studied acting from famous personalities like Mr. Nasiruddin Shah and Mr. Anupam Kher. Rohit sir has performed plays both in Nasik and in Mumbai. Sir has had won laurels at district, state and national level for elocution, debate and drama. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, Rohit.
Ms. Unnati Thakkar is a fourth-year law student. Ma'am has completed her diploma in cyber law and is now pursuing diploma in tax law. She has won debate and elocution competitions both at college and state level. She is a passionate cyclist and a voracious reader. Welcome, ma'am.
Welcome, Unnati.
Once again, a hearty welcome to all the respected judges. We are very proud and privileged to have such profound personalities with us for today's program.
We also welcome our school managing trustee, St. Neville Mehta sir, all the respected parents and audience, Honorable Principal Dr. Swamini Wag Magic, supervisors, respected Musli sir, Sarupa Miss and Meeta Miss. We are teachers and last but not the least, our beloved students. For this online competition, which is held on Zoom live meeting and telecasted on YouTube simultaneously. Now I request dear Jyoti teacher to give a brief introduction of the program.
Dear audience, we have 14 participants today who are the selected finalists from Standard 10A, B, C and D divisions. They are already toppers of their respective divisions and today they are contesting for this prestigious running trophy of Bhai Klibai Irani Trophy. This trophy has been awarded to the winner of English Elocution competition since 1945. So we are in the 75th Platinum Jubilee year of this competition, which makes it all the very special. The best two orators amongst the finalists felicitated with the Principal's Prize, the Most Reverend Bhai Putli Bai Irani Trophy, along with second and third prizes.
Let's begin with the competition. Judges and audience, please note that to save the online time of everyone, the names of the contestants, their topics, and their serial number will be announced by the comparers, and all the participants will directly start their speeches. Wish you all the very best. May the best one win. The first contestant is Master Vedant Ogle. Topic: Inspirational Influencer.
If you drive and have not run, never stop for crying. All that's great, and the good is done just by patient trying. These words are penned down by poet pen. I am going to tell you about some unknown struggle. First comes a famous YouTuber, Rajesh Kumar, popularly known as Factex. He was having a great interest in science. He unboarded his YouTube channel on 18 September 2016 when he was just of 16. He's a great inspiration for all those teenagers who are interested in content creating. He struggled a lot for his success. He uploaded more than 278 videos on YouTube. His content in all his videos is just sharing facts and knowledge. There comes the next, most beloved, Ashish Chanchalani. He was passionate about his acting since his childhood. He used to act in his teenage, but most of the time he was avoided due to his obese physical appearance. Ashish is a famous whiner, a famous YouTuber, and a famous comedian who rocked the internet world by his funny videos published on YouTube and Facebook. He motivates his people to follow he motivates the young people to follow their passion, to follow their goals, and educates them about all the power of internet. His journey from being just an engineering student to an internet influencer wasn't so easy, yet was worth it. A short video of just 6.5 seconds by David Lopez changed his life. That inspirational video motivated Ashish. Now we move on to another famous comedian and an entrepreneur, Bhuvan Babu. Bhuvan is an acclaimed singer, a comedian, and a YouTube personality. He is the first Indian YouTube content creator to cross 10 million subscribers. Isn't that great? The multi-talented personality is known for his great sense of humor and fun tricks. He was aspired to become a musician, but destiny made him a comedian. I quote, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. I unquote. These words are spoken by Frederick Douglass. I conclude by saying, keep struggling until you succeed. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Our second contestant, Miss Sai Kulkarni. Topic: Empower our women.
It is said women have become independent. They are given respect. But is it true? Are they really free to take their own decisions? Unfortunately, the answer is no. Even today, in many villages, women are deprived of taking up their careers. They are confined in the four walls. And not only in villages, even in cities, some ladies are forced to work to follow their passion. But their misfortune doesn't end here. Some women are victims of domestic violence. And surprisingly, some educated people treat women in their house badly. But as they say, the coin has two sides. There are people in the society who respect women, support them, and encourage them to achieve their goals. Seva, Snehalaya, Azad Foundations are some of the foundations that work for the upliftment of youth. We need more such organizations to work at ground. The great man, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, encouraged his wife, Savitribai Phule, to educate herself and help other women in the society to the same. Today, around 50% seats in the parliament are reserved for women in Maharashtra. As the proverb says, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Raj Rajmata Jijabai is the perfect example for the same. She inspired Shivaji Maharaj to dream of Swaraj. It was such a proud moment when Anandibai Gopalrao Joshi became the first Indian lady doctor. Salute to the great man, Gopalrao Joshi, who inspired his wife and supported her in all the adversities just to fulfill her dream. In the words of late Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, empowerment of women leads to the development of a good home, good society, and ultimately a good nation. I believe every woman has a Savitri Bai, Kiran Bedi, Anandi Bai, and Rani Lakshmi Bai in person. I am proud to be a girl. I am proud of myself. I am proud of every woman out there. Women empowerment is very necessary. If a lady is educated, her whole family becomes literate through her. I appeal to the men too. Help women in their household too, so that they can follow their passion, their hobbies, and become successful in their life. They can be happy themselves and spread happiness around the world. Thank you.
That was very powerful. Our third contestant, Master Purav Mandke, topic Science and Spirituality.
At the outset, let us contemplate on science and spirituality, which are not antitheses, but they are two wheels of the same coin, or they are two faces of the same coin. Science deals with physics and spirituality deals with the spirit. One deals with the material and the other with the spirit. One deals with the visible and other with the invisible. In the same way, one deals with the outer and the other deals with the inner. One is knowledge, other is wisdom. One supports the other, they are complementary. Gandhiji, being a man of peace, believed the right coordination or combination of the two. The holy synthesis brings peace, success, and holistic approach. Science is lame without spirituality. There is a famous quote said by Albert Einstein. Science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind. Real progress or success or moksha or development of civilization or reformation is possible when science and spirituality go hand in hand or see eye to eye. The conducive coordination creates heaven on this earth. Gandhiji knew that the earth is enough to satisfy everybody's need, but not greed. He implored for the replacement of greed by love. The world has been facing crucial financial problems due to the imbalance of science and spirituality, or imbalance of knowledge and wisdom. The imbalance is due to lack of self-introspection. The lion's share of science has produced tremendous material progress. Without knowing the jeopardy of the vast production, one is expected to weigh the pros and cons without selfish motive, and one should look for the welfare of all. One must also keep in mind that whatever it does is not good. So the acid test is essential to make use of science. It supports spirituality. The goal of the two is to attain moksha or salvation, or to lead a perfect life in which expected to see God face to face. Let us ponder on the two acts separately, one by one, and see how the
Purav, you've gone on mute. Purav, you have gone on mute. Please unmute and speak. Yeah, continue.
Let us ponder on the two aspects, separately one by one, and see how the confluence of the two contribute to the welfare of the society in which everyone lives peacefully and happily. Conclusion is that there should be coordination in science and spirituality. I end up my speech by saying the inspiring lines. If science is a vehicle, and spirituality drives it. Thank you.
That was amazing. Next, we have Ms. Dishan Chowdhury. Topic, where is your dream?
Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam has rightly said, a dream is not what you see in sleep. A dream is what doesn't make you sleep. We have many dreams, aspirations, and plans. We can do whatever we want. I am now working as that of professional dreamer. Dreaming is primitive, some might say, but I know it's not true at all. When you have people constantly telling you, you're going to fail, why bother trying? But remember, nothing
possible because the word itself says, I am possible. You will face a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure. But failure is first step to success. At times you just want to throw your head back and ask yourself, why? Why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to follow my passion. I'm not trying to kill or kill someone. So many people abandon their dreams. Why? They are afraid to take a very first step, afraid of failure. But remember, hardships are here to strengthen your faith and count a clearer path towards your goal. You must believe in yourself and know your passion burns inside you and for you. It is important that you believe that you can do whatever you want. So many people face an obstacle, but still they believe. I challenge you to go to a place where you feel an absolutely outcome, and when you realize that you have passed a very first obstacle yourself. I challenge you to climb a mountain which you wanted. One day, just one day, you will be able to look up the sky and say, I have succeeded under the same sky, and now I am a better version of myself. What's your dream? Because now it's time to you to reach towards it. Thank you.
That was really energetic. Next we have Master Ayush Bhalera. Topic: From Incredible India to Incredible Indians.
India shaped my mind, anchored my identity, influenced my bliss, and made me what I am today. India matters to me, and I would like to matter to India. With this lens of Sashitharu, a warm namaste to one and all. There are two aspects of this topic. First one is that India is incredible, and there is no doubt about it. It is a country known for its diversity in language, geography, culture, tradition, food, race, religion, and almost everything. The credit of nature and incredible ancestor to create and conserve the beautiful state for generation by planting trees, by planting trees, conserving the nature, by worshipping it, food, yoga, language, and so on. The other aspect is that India is made incredible nation by us. There are 1.3 incredible Indians. The people about whom I am going to tell you are some of the incredible Indians. These are like the roots of the tree. The dedication and the combination with wisdom, Indian soldiers do their Herculean task of safeguarding this country is incomparable to none. None then can be entitled as the real heroes. Then the incredible farmers who work hard to keep our stomach full of cereal, vegetable, fruits, etc. Incredible art, teacher who teaches us the importance of humanity, power of unity, diversity, etc. Astronauts, doctors, police, the list of the incredible India is never ending. As we are incredible Indian, we will try to keep our surrounding clean, developing the sense of patriotism, providing help to poor and needy, providing hospitality to local people and foreign tourists. As an individual action performed by a person can change the life, whereas collaborative action performed by the entire nation can have impact on the entire nation. So, I would like to conclude my topic with these lines. A small act of goodness, a small act of kindness, and changing your mindset is all to get the change in the world. So, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
That was awesome. I now request the judges to kindly post a photo of the judgment sheet to Swarupalunes.
Lalitha, you could continue the music till Dr. Saroj completes and comes back with a video. So is Miss Kodam. Oh, please. No, I don't think so. Hello? Hello, madam. You already sent. Sent? Okay. Send on the WhatsApp. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Yes, Kavita madam, I think her work is going on. Hello?
It is there to Madam Samvatsari.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. Kavita madam, have you completed? Is she there?
Yeah, ma'am, I have completed and sent also. Sorry for
Okay.
the problem.
Okay, no problem. Then ma'am, shall we continue with the competition? You may keep your video off.
Okay.
Yeah. If there is any network issue, we will continue. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you,
we will
judges.
continue.
Sixth contestant, Master Manas Sonawne. Topic: Failures are the pillars of success.
There goes an old saying, to be a champion, take one more round, which is very true. Only tireless pursuit can create winners. Success comes to those who try and never tire. But you learn to strive with great perseverance, determination, and courage. Winston Churchill said, success is not final, and failure is not fatal. Failures are the pillars of success. They are the stepping stones to success. The best example is Jack Ma, owner of Alibaba. We all know how many attempts he has failed, but he also achieved success by overcoming them. Failures are the mirror that shows our real face. Every successful man fails at some time. Failure shows our shortcomings, our weaknesses, our lack of preparation and effort. But they also make us strong. Stronger to go ahead again and overcome them. Making a mistake is not a crime, but learning from it contributes to a lasting success. Every successful man has failed, not once but many times. But they tried again with a new vigor and zeal and achieved success. Don't let a failure create frustration or disappointment. Never. Instead, to be taken as a boon, which is the strength to fight back. Look at the first step of the child. He walks, but then when he takes the second one, he falls and stumbles. But that doesn't mean that a child will never learn to walk. Soon he will start running. We all know what this is. He was fired from the Kansas Star City just because his editor felt that he lacked any imagination. But we know the history. We know that he is one of the greatest cartoonists of all the time. Little minds are subdued by failure, but the great minds rise above it. Failure shows our failures should be
faced as its master and do not let it master you. Never. I would like to say that there is no magic that will make you successful in one night. You will have to work hard and overcome the failures to force your plan of success. And when you return behind and see, you will see nothing but your footprint. It would be a source of inspiration for others who are thinking to give up. I honestly appeal to all of you to remember one thing. Whenever you face a failure, just say one thing. I can and I will bounce back. Thank you.
That was really energetic. Our seventh contestant, Rishikesh Shinde. Topic: Nature, the art of God.
All things bright and beautiful, all pictures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. There is something wonderful in the beauty of the natural world. Nature's brilliant glories enchant me and reawakens a spatial bond that has been established long ago by the Creator. I feel a profound connection to nature, which I believe reflects the presence of God in all its majesty and energy. Nature opens me up to the wonders of the world, constantly enlivening me with its secrets. When I close my eyes and allow myself to soar across the landscape of my mind, I feel the eternal joy. The bright moon illuminates the sky and invites the shadows of the trees to engage in a solemn dance. Millions of twinkling stars gaze down upon me. The beauty of what is around us transcends my spirit and gives me a hint of the strange creation of God. When I look at a beautiful flower or behold that endless forest, I feel the presence of abiding Almighty. The creativity of God is depicted through richly painted canvas with everlasting beauty, that is, the nature. God is my favorite artist, and his creation called nature is what helps me experience it. Nature gives us delight and peacefulness when we reanimate the bond that we share with you. I would like to conclude by quoting the words of William King. I go to see the world in the grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower. Hold the infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an arm. I unquote. Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Our eighth finalist is Master Dhananjay Hire. Topic: How to react in adversities.
Time and woe are woven fine. The famous line of the poet William Blake. Yes, we all expect happiness till our last breath. But most of us get disheartened and lament during sad times. So there is one question that arises, and that is, how to react during adversities? Well, overcoming adversities simply depends on our reactions towards the emergence, which consists of three main steps. Yes, three main steps. Firstly, be optimistic. It injects in you how the power you require to leap over the burdens of life. During torments, many people leave their ill luck, with Shakespeare and rightly answered. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. Next, football is fascinating, isn't it? When a player falls down, he does not crib over his injuries. Rather, he rises up, steps ahead, boosts up, and takes the ball to the fullest potential. So, can't it be deciphered that being persistent will lead towards victory? Well, as the end said is, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved. A highly motivational word was strongly given. The third one. Now this one is important. Don't let your hopes transform into overconfidence, as it may result in you ignoring the problems which will later become insurmountable. So summing up the things, having a positive approach, Being persistent and down to earth are the three basic steps required to react during adversity. The great scientist Thomas Edison, an epitome for the above, and rightly said, I did not wait 100 times. The light bulb was an invention with nothing steps. So, it depends on your reaction and perspective towards an adversity. Whether to transform it into a slide to slide down or a ladder to climb up, the ball lies in your court. I hope you choose the correct one. Thank you, everyone.
That was wonderful. Our ninth participant is Master Darshan Sonar. His topic is the silver lining of my life.
Eminent everyone, then now. May I start, teacher?
Yes. Yes, Darshan.
There's someone principal mention.
Yes, yes.
Eminent personalities like Stephen Hawking, Helen Keller, Steve Wonder are some people who have done great wonders in the world and made humanity proud of them. I speak of them, I also bow down to them. Similarly, I am blessed to have my mentor friend Anne. She has been my source of inspiration, who has taught me more about life, love, support, and how to overcome my problems. Oh, please don't get me wrong here. I have several role models in my life, but my aunt is the best person. Yes, because she is suffering from a kidney disorder. Rather than being a depressed person of kidney disorder, she has been overcome with past development and the biotic field. Though she was said to discontinue her study, but she didn't quit her. Later, she was put on dialysis, twice a week, but still she had completed her study and now looking for a job. And you are not thinking like, what did my aunt have done? But I am strong people who have become depressed due to failing in exams. Ultimately do, but you need to know that there are lots of people who suffer to various problems and have lots of passion and courage to live their life. This passion and courage is in my aunt, and that seems to be the wonder woman of my life. I really want to be like her, self-motivated and live my life. I can look to my friend Damasi and I will always love you. Thank you.
It was amazing. Our 10th finalist is Miss Shruti Vanapore. Topic: Home Sweet Home.
Is the place where hatches that believe but could not hit up the truth more evidently. All the innermost feeling, affection, and the deepest sense of the devotion are concentrated in that one of the most feelings in the one little place. Be it ever so humble that there is no place like home, said Howard Penny in the emotional poem, Home Sweet Home. Palaces glittering seem to be nothing comparison between the scene of eternity even the most humble heart provides. It's a mother who contributes most of the sweetness for the home. For a mother, the beauty of the house is order, the blessing of the home is sunshine, the glory of the house is prosperity, and the crown of the house is godliness. The mother endeavors the home, humble in luxury in the members, and the other family members basic. This does not mean that the other family members do not contribute towards the feelings and the security and that every home provides. When we hear broken families and one parent children, we feel so bad about it. In the other countries, that family is being destroyed. We should be thankful to the God that in India, we are still in India, that there is a place like home, cherished, nourished, and completeness and a beautiful place on the earth. Thank you.
Very energetic. Our 11th finalist is Master Prathamesh Bose. Topic: Self-reliant.
Mary, we have to wait. 10 finalists is done, no?
I request the judges to kindly send the photos of the judgment sheet to Swaripa. Lalitha, could you please stop the music?
I got all the results, ma'am.
Oh. Thank you, judges. Thank you, miss. Our 11th participant is Master Prathamesh Bose. His topic is Self-Reliant Bharat.
Self-reliant Bharat was a term coined during the present pandemic situation in India. It is actually the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, of making India a bigger and more important part of the global economy. Now, it doesn't mean that we get cut off from the global, but it actually means that we are able to produce our own products locally and eventually play a major role global economy by exporting the surplus goods. The country has many advantages to being self-reliant. Firstly, we won't be dependent on any other nation for anything. Imports in the country will be less and exports will increase. Unemployment will be eradicated from the society and poverty rates will also reduce. The country will have a stronger economy. But how is this Atmanirbharta realized then? Hundreds of bright students get graduated from the IITs and other prestigious institutes every year. Most of them eventually migrate to being ambassadors. They do make themselves Atmanirbhar, but they make their own country Atmanirbhar. There is no shortage of skilled youth in our country, but their enthusiasm is needed. If this happens, only then our country can become self-reliant. During this pandemic, when India was facing problems in terms of shortage of hospital beds, ventilators, and other necessary medical equipments, including the basic supplies of hand sanitizers, N95 masks, and whatnot, we realized that it is the right time for us to depend on indigenous innovation and local manufacture. One of the greatest examples of Atmanirbhar Bharat is the fact that from zero production of PPE kits in March 2020, India today has created its capacity of production of 2 lakh PPE kits daily, forming an industry of about 7,000 crores today. We develop our own testing kits. There are a number of vaccine trials happening in India. Even the Defense Ministry is now pushing for Make in India production of weapons. I would proudly conclude and say that this bold step of Honorable Modi ji and the government of India will surely make India self-reliant. And this moment will be written in golden words in the history of India. And we'll be able to sing proudly again, जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you very much.
Well, that was very articulate. Our 12th panelist is Ms. Saeed Maskar. Topic: Dream Big.
Input. Dreamers are the saviors of the world. I am free. Most people complain that their life isn't great enough, interesting enough. But if you ask them what is that big thing they wanted to do, they most likely won't have an answer. Everyone wants to achieve something phenomenal in their life. But the problem is that most have never invested enough time to think what it can be for them. So the question is, how can your life be great, and interesting if you haven't found something that you are crazy about? And trust me, unless you find a dream that is totally your own, it isn't your dream at all. What is a dream? A dream isn't something that you see in sleep. A dream is something that doesn't let you sleep. A dream is something that you are possessed by. A dream is something that you are ready to sacrifice anything and everything for. Remember that the path to your dreams is never an easy one. And often, the only person in the world who can see your vision is you yourself. This is the path that will lead you to the darkest nooks and alleys of your heart and soul. You may find yourself frozen with fear, but before you give up on your dreams, Remember that the people who change the world are not the fearless ones. At some point in the time, they too felt frozen with fear, just like you do. But what makes them different is that they decided to be stronger than their fear. Understand that success can't be achieved without failure, and dreams don't turn into reality without encountering a dozen disappointments or more. But the person who has a dream and wants it so badly that he or she is ready to sacrifice everything for it can be the person who can truly say that all of their dreams came true. Thank you.
That was thought stirring. Our 13th participant is Ms. Aishwarya Zamdar. Topic: Fruits of labor are sweeter than the gifts of fortune.
Fortune is the conqueror of everything, irrespective of pay for existence and of the amount of life. While fortune is the cradle of hope. Man lives a number of years. Each sleeps and dies. A brute does the same. But man understood his importance, abilities, capability, and reached the heights of success, glory, fame, and comfort. Saw a rolling stone and made a wheel. Saw a burning candle and invented the bulb. Thought to stand people and build the pyramids. Imagine quantum plated and made the computer and launched the idea of global village. Have you ever thought, how did he achieve all this? Did he have a lagging lamp? Or a fairy came and moved the magic wand? Or a miracle restored all these things? The answer is no, not at all. Then what? There was continuous struggle, toil, exhaustion, efforts, and labor. Millions of deaths passed away without contributing, but a person like Edison glorified his name, continuous toil, and lightened the world. Thousands of dead, dumb, and blind took the corner of grave without raising their voices. But Helen Keller, through her exhaustion, made a path of hope for those waiting for the gifts of fortune. A person like Bill Gates understood the importance of labor and did not wait for any miracle to happen, but made his own way. Through what? Definitely labor. Then, we must follow Martin Luther, Nelson Mandela, Eddie, and Newton, all known for the infinite capacity of taking pain and are crowned with everlasting name and fame. So, I'd like to conclude my speech with a beautiful quote by Joseph Goebbels. I quote, "Genius begins great works, labor alone finishes them." I unquote. Thank you.
Very energetic. Our 14th contestant is Ms. Vaishnavi Deshmukh. Topic: We are the architects of our own fate.
Fate is what transfers us from what we are to what we want to be. When we say that we are the architects of our own fate, it means that we are chiefly responsible for all the success and failure that we face in our life. Generally, when people face failure, they blame God or they fate for it. But is blaming God and fate for a failure right? No, definitely not. God has given us such a beautiful life, immense pleasure, happiness. Yes, He gives us struggle too. But it is us who have to decide that do we have to walk on the path of perseverance and hard work, or how does it ideal? Just like when a small grain of sand enters the shell, it gives immense trouble to the oyster. But does the oyster bring mistake for it? No. In fact, the oyster gives rise to the precious and beautiful pearl. That is how, if we have courage, determination, hard work, and willpower, and also acquire the never say die spirit, definitely we can become unbeatable. Just like the former President of India, late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who was born in a poverty-stricken family. Despite of all the difficulties, he became the epitome of success and acquired the highest civilian post of India. He became the President of India. If I have to be successful in my life, leaving my fate and God for it is not right. My God and fate will not do anything unless and until I work hard, I persevere,
In fact, you offer the fruits of your hard work, determination, courage, and willpower to your fate and destiny. And yes, your future generations will definitely remember you as the epitome of success and inspiration. Thank you.
That was very powerful. I now request the judges to post the photo of the judgment sheet to Swalpa Miss. this, we come to the end of the marathon run of very engaging and endearing speeches. I am sure our judges too would have something to say to the contestants as well as to the audience.
Yeah.
Now I request Dr. Upasni ma'am to speak a few words.
Let me know. Yes.
Yes ma'am, please.
Good morning. Yeah, it's still good morning. Good morning to the dignitaries of the event, the participants, invitees, the board of trustees, Mehta sir, all my dear faculty members, and the viewers who is attending this enlightening event as such. Yesterday when I was talking to Madam Swamiji, Dr. Swamiji, we just had like yes, we can have something about communication, and I just have noted down some points. With the permission of Madam, I just want to say a few points here. Yes. So it was the event of formal speaking with specific style and art of public speaking, which we have defined as the elocution. This was a form of communication presented performance of the student of 10th standard, and I really congratulate all of them because everybody had put so much of their efforts and त्यांची जी energy होती असं वाटलं की वेळेला असं काही का नव्हतं. This type of events also part of education, and education means to grow up, to bring up and rise up, and that's what we are doing today in this event. Today it is very important and essential to develop art of communication among all the youngsters. Since it is a challenge for the new trend and new era, and especially when we are there online. I would like to focus some of the important points like it is in brief of course, because we can talk about communication like one workshop, seminar and so on. So communication is an attitude of the speaker. Communicators awareness about what, where, and with whom he is going to talk. You put yourself as an individual and try to connect and relate with others. That is the communication. We follow different types of communications like verbal, non-verbal, gestures, emotions, singing, music and whatnot is a big list. Communication which we learn from the birth itself, and a small child also communicates with his mother, and if you understand the types of cry, different types of cry he has and she has, even at the birth also and afterwards. So even till the end of our life we definitely cry, and that is also one of the communication. Weeping also is one of the communication when we don't get any opportunity to express as such. Communication skill is developed to focus on creating shared meaning and use of common language. If one wants to be a master in communication, because today there is multiple inputs of technology putting our youngsters in confusion state, because there is overcrowding of this technology and the communication as such. The WhatsApp, the Facebook, the internet and so and Instagram and whatnot is there. So that is also communication which they are getting, we are also getting. So what we as a teacher understand that to focus on the 7 C, that is the alphabet of C, like the communication, there is a clarity, the conciseness in the talk, concrete thoughts should be put up, then the overall consistency should be there in the talk or in the whatever you are speaking as such. Then completeness in the talk, always will pass the meaning correctly, because when we talk there is a message, there is a messenger and there is a receiver, and all that gap has to be filled. Then only communication. Then next C is like completeness in the talk, as I said. Then courteous talk also is very important, because we are dealing with the human beings and we are not dealing with the robot. And robots also are dealing with us. There is some human characteristics also are inbuilt. So approach is very important in the communication. correctly, clearly, then there is chances of having the misguiding, misleading as such. So to follow this all, what is important is that if I have to communicate, I talk when I said I talk in behalf of all our teaching faculty, all our students, our parents, and everywhere in the society, in the community, because I am a community health nurse. So adjust with your language. If language is adjusted, then the message can be passed. Then decide what you want to talk. Talk less and listen more is the quality of good communicator. If you don't give chance to the front party, front person, individual to talk, then what happens? They know that you are used to talk, so you are talking, and they don't give any attention to your talk, what you are talking. Then whenever we talk, we should lean forward so the person also feels, yes, she or he is talking to me, and that communication is very important, which is non-verbal communication by the speaker, by the communicator. Then you also should have better coordination between your eyes, hand, and your facial expression. I have seen some of our participants were very good in eye and hand coordination. Never to stand in front of the group or audience, putting your hands in the pocket if you are male and putting across your chest. That gives that you are there, I am here, there is gap and there is no communication taking place. So that has to be avoided. Then your body position makes the difference when you are talking to the group or the people. Now, it is always said that effective communication, people judge you from your words what you are talking. And that is why we have to have a very vital aspect of communication. That is, the words which you are using should be wisely used. Your vocabulary should be strong enough. That comes after when you read and you collect the different types of words and different languages. Then only it is possible. And then you also have to have emotions when you are talking to somebody, sentiments, and that makes feeling makes that yes, there is some communication is taking place. So your communication is successful when the person to whom you are talking is listening to you actively. That's what I can see right now. So these are some of the points I wanted to, and in the concluding, I just would like to say that I would like to put the word of thanks to the trustee and board of trustees, principal ma'am, then the other teachers of organizing committee. I have been invited for this event. Thank you so much. And आता शेवटी आपण महाराष्ट्रात राहतो म्हणून 4 ओळी मराठी असल्याशिवाय मी थांबलो जरूर मराठीतल्या 4 ओळी ज्या आपल्या हृदयापर्यंत पोहोचतील. आजच्या विद्यार्थ्यांची मनेही ओथंबून वाहणाऱ्या धबधब्याप्रमाणे असतात. आणि ते आपण आता बघितलंच आहे. परवा पण मी तुमच्या कॉम्पिटिशन साठी आलेली होते आणि त्यावेळेला सुद्धा मला असं दिसून आलं की खरोखर किती टॅलेंट त्यांच्याकडे आहे. एवढा मोठा धबधबा आहे. धबधब्याला जर आपण आकार दिला नाही, कुठे थांबवलं नाही, तर तो कुठेतरी विरत जातो, वाहत जातो. म्हणून मला असं वाटतं हे स्वामी विवेकानंदांनी लिहिलेलं आहे. आजच्या विद्यार्थ्यांची मनं ही ओथंबून वाहणाऱ्या धबधब्याप्रमाणे असतात. त्यांना आचार, विचार आणि सुसंवादाचा जर बांध घातला तर उद्याचे सुजाण नागरिक तयार होतील. नाही तर ते सदैवपणे या जगरहाटीच्या सागरामध्ये आणि कारण संवादाचा विसंवाद व्हायला वेळ लागत नाही ही आपल्या सगळ्यांना अनुभव आहेच. आपण सगळे शून्य आहात. And Mehta sir also will be agree with me. That's what I am trying to. I hope sir also is there with us. And it is a big challenge for us today. Even for not only for we are as a teacher, but our parents also have big challenge. Our students also may be facing some challenges like. So we teachers to be a role model among our students to enhance communication skill, because today's e-intelligence and this all e-learning, e-schooling is making us to learn so much and to try to communicate in a positive way, a better way, and whatever maximum we can do. Once more, I thank you so much for the organizing committee, Dr. Swamiji, and that's great pleasure to be part of it, and you have given me chance to speak. Thank you so much. असेच अपन भेटत राहूया. दुनिया बड़ी छोटी है, मिलने का बहाना चाहिए. मिलते रहेंगे. Thank you so much.
Can Grace, just give me 1 minute, okay? Saroj madam, I can say one thing, that your speech was filled with all the technical aspects of communication, the content of the communication process, the guidance to the youngsters, the philosophical things, spirituality, dash of spirituality, the dash of all the three languages. I mean, I'm impressed by that. Thank you so much for sparing your time and giving this valuable knowledge to my youngsters also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable words. Now, I request Rohit sir to speak a few words.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It feels like big shoes to fill in, and after hearing such great words from Saroj ma'am and Swami ma'am. Honorable David Mehta sir, esteemed Swami ma'am, respected teachers and all the students. I think it feels just like a flash ago, but I was fortunate enough to be a student of Boystown Public School. It sometimes feels like eon, sometimes a flash, but Boystown Public School is a certain institution that has shaped me and my existence. Whatever I am and will be because of this institution. It is because of Elocution Madrasa's first bricks that have made hundreds and thousands of kids that are around the world that love this institution. We have all been fortunate enough to be a part of this. We've all come from Nasik. Often you feel in times that you are not amount to anything. But that respect, that zeal makes you do something. To everyone and to each and everyone who has participated and gone and been a part of this, I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate all the people who felt that they had it in them and then they volunteered to be a part of Elocution. In life, nobody can push you to be great. And even if they do, it is rightly said that you can take the horse to the water but not the water to the horse. It's up to you that can make the final call. In the words of Oscar Wilde, we are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. It's now when the pandemic has hit us that we feel crippled. We feel that nothing works. I think every Zoom meeting starts with, hello, can you hear me? And then people continue. Because we all want to be heard, but who is truly listening to us? Right now we've understood the value of our family that is always there, that we might have neglected because of our chatting, and I am also guilty, I also have a phone and I have a WhatsApp and everything. But now we've understood the trueness of togetherness. Elocution competition when I was there in 2009, when most of the participants here were either in junior KG or nursery. At that time, we had great words to be said by big people. So I had selected was Barack Obama. And one line from that was, it will always start with hello Chicago. Because anyone out there who still doubts that we are people who cannot achieve something, tonight is your answer. And tonight, today afternoon, is the answer to everyone, for the participants who felt that maybe we are not for something. These awards are just an example, or just a certification, but the world is your stage. I personally did not win, but I am honored to be a judge. I have written a book of poetry, I've done few acting here and there, and I am still in the first very half a step towards that success. You're very young, all the participants. And I had the fortune to give you some pointers here and there, and most of you have done that. Your body language, your expressions, the way you stand, the way you sit, is a reflection of who you are. Dreams are made when you dream. Dreams, like there were two beautiful participants who were talking about dreams. Dreams just don't happen to you. And your coming to this elocution competition is a reflection that you value yourself and your dreams. To all your family members who has motivated you, give them congratulations, give them a warm hug and thanks no matter what happens, and who wins. Because winning and losing is just a part of the ball game. Later it's up to you how you make it. I would also like to quote another quote from Oscar Wilde. That's my favorite verse. Be yourself because everyone else is taken. until Bhalra ma'am, we had the speeches of great personalities, and then we shifted to your own speeches. You are something that is unique. Your speech, the way you write your life, because I'm a writer, I love writing. Maybe not with the handwriting, that isn't that good, but the words that I say. You write, you sketch your own life. And it's up to you to make the best portrait that you can think of. There's no one to compete but yourself. What you were yesterday and what you are today, what will be tomorrow. That's what my nani always says. So you should believe in yourself and strive ahead. This is my 2 cents for today. And to anyone who is feeling dejected that you couldn't make it to this stage, I give them warm hugs and hearts because you have tried to be here. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, esteemed teachers. You have taught me to read, and that is why I'm here sharing this dais on the online platform on Zoom. Thank you.
Bhumi, I must say it is straight from your heart, which I have given for you. And in today's stressful situation, what we need is a warm hug and a love from each other. Plus, your speech was not only the emotional, I can say roller coaster of your own school life and what you have achieved in last few years, but it has the content also which is definitely valuable for everybody who is listening, not only the student, even we can take a leaf out of it and get something in our life. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rohit, sir, for your treasured words. I now request our school managing trustee, Nevin Mehta, sir, to kindly speak a few words to all of us. Please, sir.
Sir, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It was very interesting to hear the speeches given by all our students. What was interesting were the different topics that you guys chose to speak about. In these times, with what is going on, I guess we are going to be zooming a lot more for another 4 or 5 months at least. And I thank you all, and I appreciate what you people have said. It was also very interesting to hear what our judges have said about the speeches, etc. All I can do just now is to wish you all good luck and hope whoever wins will win. The rest of you all deserve a good cheer for the try that you have made. There's not very much else one can say after hearing everybody speak. And I concur with everyone's views, and I hope that we all go through these times as best as we can. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we would have a small break for the judgment committee, but the students and teachers would be there. There would be announcement of passment for result of 10th standard, and we'll come back for the results. So I'll give you a call when the results will be announced. And if you can continue in the meeting, no problem. Yes, sir?
I'm online.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, Grace.
Please, sir.
Now I request the class teachers to kindly announce the prizes for the 10th ABC fashion show results.
ABCD.
ABC, yes.
Yeah. As I have mentioned, audience and everybody else, you please continue with this. We will just go out, come back with the results so that everybody, that anxiety can be satisfied. Okay, see you soon. Bye.
Next, Teacher, it's your turn.
1 minute.
Okay.
Can I hear that?
Yes, teacher.
The winner of fashion show competition from division A are: the third position is bagged by Master Arthur Koller. The second position is goes to Master Ayush Valera. And the winner of fashion show competition is Master Darshan Sona.
Here we go for the results for standard 10 C division. Third prize is backed by Miss Bhumika Naik. Second position is claimed by Miss Sartha Patil. And the winner of fashion show for class 10 B is Master Nishan Singh. Now we have the result of C division. Consolation prize goes to Master Swayam Pai. Third prize is backed by Master Purav Mandge. Second prize is received by Master Tejas Pawar, and the winner of the competition is Miss Tanishka Bansi. Thank you. Results for Division E. On the third position, Miss Srinjal Babu. Second prize backed by Miss Sharmari Deshmukh, and first prize goes to Miss Shruti Agar. Hearty congratulations to all fashion show winners of Standard 10. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners. This English elocution competition was simultaneously held in all the standards, that is from 5th to 10th. Now let's hear the speeches of the winners of Standard 5th and Standard 9. Dear judges and audience, these are some of our budding orators who are dreaming to participate and win this prestigious trophy someday.
These students are the English elocution toppers of each division. Now, Miss Mitali Gaikwad of class 5th A is going to speak on the topic Indian culture.
Good morning all. My name is Mitali Gaikwad. I am going to speak about Indian culture. Everyone is unique, which has its own traditional values, religion, dance, music, dressing, language, etc. India can be said as the only place where which can not found anywhere else. Indian culture is the oldest in the world in cultural history throughout the country, which can surprise anyone. It is a unique for the world that north, south, east, west, northeast, and central part of our India has its own traditions and culture. It is very proudly feel that India has 29 states and 7 territories across all 4 directions. India is the only place where Hinduism, Jains, and Buddhism and several other religions exist. Official language of India is Hindi, but there are 22 languages except saying Namaskar to great anybody and the English of the language. Thank you.
Now, from class 9, there Master Amit Deve is going to speak on topic pollution. Master Amit Deve, the time.
Sorry. Nature has provided us everything at free of cost, but the biggest problem of the world is pollution created by human beings. The air and the water continuously supply. The air and water continuously supply to us to survive on the planet Earth. The human population, the human pollution increases, the human pollution increases, the pollution has become a major problem for all of us. Pollution, the pollution contains pollution contamination water, air and soil. The air's pollution is the harmful, but the air pollution is the most harmful from pollution. Sorry, sir. No.
Now, yes. Now, Miss Khushbu Bhandarkar of class 5th A with the topic stress.
Good morning, everyone. Today, my topic is stress. What is mean by stress? Stress is the mental weakness in human body, and because of it, human beings feel disappointment. To justify the same, I would like to give a short example. Let us look at this. What is this? This is the pencil. If we measure the weight of this pencil, it will be 100 grams. This pencil can be lifted by any normal weak person or by a baby too. But if I would say to lift the same pencil in your hand and keep the hand as it is for the whole day, what will be the impact? In spite of having the no weight of this pencil, we or nobody can hold it for the whole day. Why? Because after some time, we feel the weight of this pencil. It feels, say, 10 times more than exactly it is. With the above example, we understand that how much we have to pay attention to today's problem rather creating putting stress to your head. The human being has to find out the way to reduce the above problem. Thank you and have a nice day.
Now, Ms. Louisa Khan from class 9B is going to speak on topic self-confidence, an important key to the success.
Self-confidence is a combination of state of mind and a strong feeling of self-belief, which is commonly used when one needs self-assurance, especially in one's judgment, power, ability, etc. It is that voice which comes from your inside and gives you the boost to do something. In today's approach, there is no place for those who lack self-confidence because there is no shortage of competitions now. Infinite number of people possess it, and a great many people are achieving their goals using self-confidence as a ladder. For students, confidence plays a key aspect of their school life. Higher the confidence, more the chances of success. Self-confidence is the prerequisite to success and happiness. For many, it would be a challenging thing to be confident all the time. Excess of everything is surplus amount of confidence is also not beneficial. Overconfidence has become the reason behind the failure of many people. People who are experiencing an outlook at the other side of the coin and they tend to embarrass themselves every now and then, which at some point can prove harmful. Hence, they end up with you. You have experienced this many times that when you help someone in any way, it gives you the feeling of contentment and you tend to experience the presence of positive energy in your environment. And moreover, you see yourself as a better person. Not only this, you begin this change of assisting others and that feeling is sufficient to have an amplification in your self-confidence. This was the most powerful key to which you can transform yourself, your life by accelerating towards self-confidence. Thank you.
Now, Miss Saloni Mahajan, class 5th B, topic health.
So, my stomach is paining. This is what happens with most of the children almost daily. This is because of eating junk food and bad health. Good
Good health is very important in one's life. It can be achieved by only eating healthy and nutritious food and doing daily exercise. So my dear friends, please eat healthy foods. Our teachers, parents, grandparents and doctors have always advised us for to stay away from junk food, computer games, phones, etc. But we children are fond of them. Junk food is available in form of burgers, pizzas, french fries, soft drinks, etc. It is convenient to make 2-minute noodles, but with little or no nutritional value, it provides us empty calories and has a serious unhealthy effect. Sitting in front of TV and watching cartoons, violent movies, playing games is very harmful for our health. Nowadays, the children disease like obesity and diabetes is very commonly seen. So, my dear friends, I request you to eat healthy food. Especially, it is very important to eat healthy food in growing years because our body needs a perfect diet to become a healthy adult. Burgers, pizza, french fries, soft drinks, and 2-minute noodles don't start dropping saliva. But I know all of us like to eat this junk food. But mind you friends, this gives us only calorizes and makes us fatty. I request you to do daily exercise and eat healthy nutritious food. Thank you.
Now, from class 9C, Vaishnavi Singh is going to speak on our topic, Love Yourself.
Loving and believing in yourself is the key to having a potential. When you love yourself unconditionally, your mindset shifts to the energy of love and abundance. It enables you to have more peace, confidence, happiness, which empowers you. When you feel powerful, your attitude changes from pessimism to optimism, and you will attract more uplifting people and experiences in your life. To have self-love, it means to love yourself, appreciate who you really are. The truest sense is like pure, positive, love, and light. You are open to your goal. If you struggle with loving yourself, it's most likely because you judge yourself for the mistakes or because you don't value. You can change those memories by forgiving and forgetting. Forgive yourself and others in order to let go of what bothers you. What is loving himself? What is loving yourself? I don't know. Who can define their own method and way of loving themselves? Each morning, wake up with an attitude of love and gratitude. Give thanks for all that you are and tell yourself, I love being me. Stop the habit of self-loathing. It does not serve you. Feelings of negativity only generates self-doubt and fear. Like most people, I have made many mistakes in my life and maybe I'm going to do more. I have many faults and I have many fears, but I'm going to embrace myself as hard as I can and I'm starting to love myself little by little. At last, I would like to say, loving myself might be harder than loving someone else. Let's admit it. The standards I made are most fit for myself. Click 3 rings in your life. It's part of you. It's you. Now let's forgive ourselves. Our lives are long. Trust yourself when you're amazed. When winter passes, spring always comes. Thank you.
Now, Ms. Shravani Sangarkar, class 5th C, is coming with the topic social media.
Oh, very good morning to all of you. My name is Shravani Sangarkar from 5th C. My topic is social media. The reason I chose this topic is the popularity of social media. As we all know, platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp are dynamic positive things as they are very nation or the Italian couple. It is a great device for education. Has made life education possible. We can attend nature in other part of the country. By just sitting in front of a school in a country, it is a great. Social media is also very convenient. It updates what is happening around us. We don't need to wait for a newspaper to give us information. There are various internet applications. Simply update us about anything that is happening around us. Social media has also created opportunity for people, such as to show their talent. It is great for advertisement. It is also considered as one of the harmful elements of society. Oversharing of social media can be dangerous. It can attack your privacy. Overthinking, spending too much time on social media can disconnect from the children from their studies. Sometimes fake news is also spread. With I got recently the great fire. In short, social media has advantages and disadvantages. It is up to you how to use it. Use it wisely. Thank you.
Now, from class 9 to D, Miss Bharti Go is going to speak on topic Savitribai Phule.
Savitribai Phule, a lady who had taught all the girls to learn, to write, to be confident. We all are with a great respect to Savitribai Phule. Like in our life today, that time there was also a virus which was more dangerous than corona. It was named as plague. Once Savitribai was walking outside a village, and what did she saw? She saw a baby lying down, and no one was there to help him. The baby was crying continuously, but no one was there to at least see the baby. Why was he crying? Everyone was walking with a much distance from the baby. Savitribai was shocked to see that how can people believe such with a baby who don't know anything? And then a boy came and told, hey lady, don't touch that boy. That boy is been affected by a plague disease. You will also get affected. Hearing this, Savitribai got shocked and a thought came in her mind. Is humanity really finished from the world? How can such humans behave with a boy who is not able to know what it is going on? What is a disease? Savitribai without thinking for a second took that boy and started running on the road with no chappals, nothing. She asked 2-3 times for the person, hey, will you please take me to the clinic which I have opened for the patients, those who are infected by plague. But no one was there to help her. She, instead of asking more people, she started running on her own on the road. She ran for many hours and at last she was in the clinic. But the sad news was the next day the boy was not alive and Savitribai was infected by the plague disease. Instead of thinking that what will happen if I dead, Savitribai was thinking that why I did came before 10 to 20 minutes to save that boy. If I would have fled, today the boy will be alive. Savitribai Phule was there in that situation. She was not alive. But still, when Savitribai and Jyotirao Phule started the girls educating movement, people gave them two choices. The first one was if they want to educate girls, they have to leave their houses. And the second was if they want to be in their houses, they have to leave the thing of educating girls. They never choose a second one. They always choose first one. They leave their house. No care about their house. This just started going. And that time, first Muslim teacher, Muslim woman, Fatima Sheikh, helped them, gave them house. Such a great thing for them it was that their caste religion people did help. Their family members also did help them. But a Muslim woman, Fatima Sheikh, she helped them. Everyone was shocked, but she helped and they opened first school over there. Now my dear friends, if Savitribai Phule in that plague situation can show humanity why can't we in this corona situation. Yeah, government told us to maintain social distancing, but instead of maintaining social distancing, we can maintain physical distancing. The person who has got corona is constantly in the tension. Will he be alive or will he be dead? We can just ask him, hey dear, how are you? How are you feeling? Do you want anything? May I bring you something? Do you want to go to the doctor? These words can feel him more better than the medicines which he is eating. It's my humble request to everyone, instead of behaving badly and rudely with the people those who are infected by corona, behave in such a way that they should feel that I am not alone. Everyone is with me, whether I am infected or not. Lastly, with a great honor to Savitribai Phule and Jyotirao Phule, I feel proud to be a girl, Indian girl, to study and give the speech. Thank you.
Now, the last contestant, Master Nerya Jadhav of class 5th D, is going to speak on a topic, a chin is as strong as its weakest link.
Good morning, everyone. Adversity and loss make a man wise. We gain wisdom faster in difficult times rather than the bad time. Example, our wisdom increased during Corona and is still increasing. Jokes apart is nearly a truth. After losing money in investments, a businessman knows which investments to avoid and is rightly said. Adversity and loss make the man wise. Wisdom comes from observation, trial, error, and experience. In adverse circumstances, we can flee or face up the problems. To take them on requires knowledge and understanding. Over time, test, and trial, we refine ourselves. Friends, you all agree. This happens exactly when we learn new concepts in school. This will make a great story if somebody overcomes these obstacles and difficulties and goes over great triumphs. I will here exampleize with King Bruce and the spider in well-known story. In difficulties we learn, we become wise, avoid panic and drastic diligence. It's just being more wise in adverse situations. Let's not forget, smooth seas don't make skilled sailors. Thank you.
Yes. Can you have music from the announcer?
Yes, I think you have that. Yes, Grace.
Okay. We now commence with the most awaited part of today's program, which is surely the nerve-wracking for the finalists, the results. I suggest the Zoom participants to show the virtual clap sign when the initial prizes are announced and to unmute yourself and clap in reality when the trophy winner's name would be announced. Thank you in advance. I request Webinar teacher to kindly announce the result.
Respected dignitaries, dear audience, and my lovely participants. Let's begin. Please join me in congratulating the winners of today's competition. We have 3 consolation prizes which go to Sari Maskar, Aishwarya Damdar and Vedant Ogle. Well done, children. The 3rd prize is backed by Sai Kulkarni. Well done, dear. Congratulations. The second prize is clinched by our very good donator, Dhananjay Hire. Congratulations, dear. And the proud winner of Principal's Prize is Prathamesh Godse. Well done, dear. Congratulations. And the winner of the prestigious bi-weekly by Irani Trophy for the year 2020-2021 is none other than Miss Vaishnavi Deshmukh. Hearty congratulations, dear. We request you all to give a big round of applause to the best orator of today. We request you all to give a big round of applause for all our finalists who are the winners by themselves in their respective divisions.
Yes, Vaibhava teacher, just give me 1 minute to speak, huh?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah. Hearty congratulations, everyone. As you know that you all are winners of your divisions and you have come here. But of course, finally it's a competition. We have to decide who are going to be the first few and all. And as you can see, we have given 3 consolations because we couldn't decide now who to select, who not to. That's the tough fight we have given. Wonderful children. And all those who are there in top 6 should also congratulate others also. You people must have heard your budding friends, 5th standard, 9th standard, in front of whom you have kept as an example. And all the toppers, once again congrats. And Vaishnavi, you have given a very sweet, we can say, expression by just doing like this. You are a speaker and you are hiding and then expressing your happiness. That was very, very sweet. Hearty congratulations once again. And everyone's hard work, yes, welcome Beta. Everyone's hard work was visible and your participation and efforts and your English teacher's efforts have made this program a grand success. Once again, congratulations everyone. Yes, I got it.
Thank you, ma'am. We would like to conclude the program with vote of thanks. A thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but it is the parent of all the other virtues. On behalf of Boys Town School Secondary Section, we take this privilege to thank our school managing trustee, esteemed Neville Mehta sir, for sparing his precious time to be with us for this online English elocution competition for Standard 10. We also take this opportunity to convey a heartfelt gratitude to all the honorable judges for gracing this occasion with their presence, guidance, and the unprejudiced judgment. We extend our gratitude to our beloved principal, respected Swami Vahman, for giving this platform to our orator. We would also like to thank our team secondary, the supervisors, English teachers, class teachers, and our IT staff, without whose support this program wouldn't have been possible. We appreciate all the participants of standard 5th to 10th of round 1 and round 2, as well as the finalists of standard 10 for their enthusiastic participation in this competition. Finally, we extend our sincere thanks to all the 5th finalists who have supported us throughout this week. The patient audience and all the staff members for their excellent cooperation. We highly acknowledge everybody's efforts to make this event a grand success. Thank you.
Once again, I thank everybody for this online elocution competition. It was first time ever and we were all very anxious. We all had butterflies in the stomach, but finally we have made it. So I congratulate everybody, including the staff, the audience, the students, 5th to 10th, whoever is there. And I also thank very